Hello and welcome to the highlights then of this fourth out of 6 one-day internationals. India leading 2-1, and on the form of Chennai looking as though they're going in the right direction. Now this morning in Kanpur we had problems with the weather. There have been overnight rain, there's a lot of water on the field, there was fog and bad light as well, so the start was delayed by 2 hours and 10 minutes. That meant revived playing conditions. 4 bowlers allowed 8 overs was 4 bowlers allowed 8 overs, 1 bowler allowed 7, and the toss after all is won by England. And that's who's going to decide to bat first. Now let's look at the two teams. So firstly, India making 2 changes. Saurav Ganguly back in, back fit again after that little hamstring injury in Chennai. So back there to try and been keeping wickets in the test matches and through this one-day series was ill. Marcus therefore unavailable to select. The Marcus cut-up player then in the first over of the day is Srinath bowling to Prescott.
Single. Around very foggy this morning, rained a lot of the night, dry in those conditions. Here. The first time to the outfield, it just doesn't feel really good at the outfield, still some moisture out there. And it's through. Shot. That's the danger. As soon as you drift into that leg side zone, it's easy pickings. Just got to get the bat on it. That's exactly what. Right, they've done fine. That's 4 more. Expensive over. Good one from England's point of view. 12 from it. It's 21 without loss. And that's enough to continue. Edge dropped. Well, things going England's way at the moment. A little bit of luck there. Jay Rapp again outside off stump. Looking to glide and takes the top edge, goes between wicket-keeper and slip. The wicket-keeper who goes for it goes late, should have got it. Oh, that should stick. And through, at least a couple here. Outfield remarkably quick considering. Should make a comfortable 3. A little bit of hesitation again there, but always a comfortable 3. Short, pulled away. 4 runs. Just got onto that very quickly. Good shot again, 4 more. After Scottick figuring the next ball would be kept up to him. Get himself a bit of room. Where to Scottick gives himself room outside leg stump. And a bit of luck here. Well, so it goes. The signal's leg byes. It's interesting. Well, there's a difference. It's going to come into the attack. Now he can't have anyone out apart from the 2 that he's allowed until after the 11th over. Swung away and hit well. That's going to be 4. Now I think this, with him bowling over the wicket, anything that's pitching around leg stump really is a free hit with that leg side field. So we'll go that way. We'll reverse lap him for 4 more. Now that's given the captain something to think about. It's going to go all the way, I think. It's off the pad. Should just about get to the boundary. It gets to the boundary. Advised, but always 2, a fuller delivery. Knight slipped. Well, it's a rocking start to this game. England 55 without loss. 7 boundaries already. Run rate of 7 and over. What is Nick Knight here? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Doesn't know. Slips. Can he get back? It's nicely placed. Pick up at least 2 here as well. There could be more now. This field. Extra run. 3. How's that missed the stumps? Again, a slower ball. Clever ball on straight, but it's going straight through extra cover for 4. Garker. Humbly, he was introduced.
Another boundary. Reverse sweep again by Nick Fadeaway. A leg clip comes into position. Gives them the charge. It's up in the air. There's a fielder getting under it. And Dinesh Mongia. And he's made it a habit to take those high catches in the early part of the Indian innings. A bit of an opportunity provided by Chris Karthik. Kumble with the wicket taker.
Well, Dinesh Mongia has very safe hands on the evidence of these last few matches. Too much height for Triskarthik. Mongia judged it beautifully, gets himself in a good position. It's 71 for 1.
Andrew Flintoff is the number. Got some bat on it by the looks of things. Gone quickly the leg side away from Srinath. It was gone over the top, and he's got the distance as well.
100 England in double quick time. Just in the 15th, that was a great shot. Full swing of the bat, full follow through. Got a long way.
Comfortably 50 in the night. Made comfortably, and that's 50 for Nick Knight. Runs up in difficult to come by for him. Runs up in difficult to come by for him. He gives him a still for him. 50. He comes to the bat with a lot of confidence. He must come at the right time. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal on this one. Good effort there. Dinesh Mongia again. 3 runs. And no signal for the umpire. Came off the bat, England 108 for 1. Gone over the top again. This time it's flatter and straight to the fielder. Sachin Tendulkar is the man at long off.
Well, Andrew Flintoff has given licence today.
The number 4 batsman today. Great bat, gets him a run. Kumble furious that the throw was not at his end.
That's an outside edge. Did he open the face of the bat? It's running towards the third man boundary. Well, whichever way they've come, it's 4 runs for England. So that's 6 of the sweep to time to 12, 4 runs. Nick Knight has batted beautifully. He's used his reverse sweep this time. No fielder there, the outfield pretty quick here. Another boundary for Nick Knight. What a lovely exhibition of batting that. First sweep him the right way on the onside, and this time reverse sweeping him. 139 for 2 after 22, and as David Lloyd was talking about a change in the bowling, it's going to be Saurav Ganguly, the Indian captain, from the pavilion end. That could be dangerous. That's a direct hit, and to me that's gone.
Cloudy looks, it's Nick Knight, head down. What will be going through his mind? Have I got in, or am I the ball, Knight? He's in. He's in by a long way.
That reverse sweep again in there, and he's gone. That's the third wicket gone for England. Slower delivery ball from Harbhajan Singh, and this time Nick Knight couldn't time it too well.
Just one too many for Nick Knight. And that's it, the slower delivery. Take the pace off, you'll get a little grip off the Vijana struck. England have lost the third wicket. It's the wicket of Nick Knight, 144.
There's Nick Knight trying to reverse sweep once again. Short ball cut away. Opens his account with that one. He'll definitely get 2 for that. That's not very clever bowling from Harbhajan Singh, giving him room straight away. He's gone for him again, and he's gone. That's very well bowled from Harbhajan Singh. Again a little slower in the air. Getting late onto that stroke was Nasir Hussain, and he's taken
From him, 151 for 4.
Just the 1 run, 2 runs of the over and a wicket for Harbhajan Singh. 152 for 4 after 26. That's a slow delivery and that's a bit dangerous. No, it didn't reach the fielder at mid-wicket. That's very good bowling from Saurav Ganguly.
Slower ball that'll just grip on this surface. Slower delivery, it doesn't get there. Certainly deceives Michael Vaughan.
What a wicket for India! And that was a poor shot from Vaughan.
Scored quickly. The first 20 overs, but India coming back strong here. England dressing rooms.
Squeezed it well between the gap. There's no fielder on the fence there. The outfield pretty quick. And a welcome boundary there.
Well, nobody moved on the off.
And he's gone. Another wicket for Saurav Ganguly. That's very good bowling from Saurav Ganguly. I would say bad shot from Collingwood.
Short of the length, enticing England to hit across the line. And this is the second one. He's bowled straight enough, brought himself on into the attack. He dismissed Michael Vaughan and now Paul Collingwood. Back of the lane, a little nick on, off stump out of the ground. We've seen that salute before. England now 166 for 6.
24 years old Ben Holyoke has come into bat. Collingwood played a loose stroke. Opens the face of the bat and opens his account.
So 7 overs to go. Ganguly has the option of bowling his 8. He's bowled 5-2 for 16.
Anil Kumble getting a direct hit. A couple of questions asked by the wicketkeeper and the thrower himself.
Side hamstring. I think Sanjay, he is in trouble. And that stiffness that kept him out of the previous game now coming into play, because in a fabulous spell of his, he is now having to work hard.
182 for 6. Top on 19. Holyoke on 7. All partnership developing for England, but the runs aren't coming quickly enough. Srinath. He'll look for 2 and it's quick between the wickets. Top taken on Tendulkar.
Thorpe has played his part very well up till now, Sanjay, but
That one came with perhaps minimum risk. Again the slow ball, it's in the air and it's going straight down Virendra Sehwag's throat. Trying to repeat the effort, Ben Holyoke. To be fair to him, the onus was on him to really get
197 for 7.
Jeremy Snape, the number 9 batsman for England, scored 38 in the last match. And really, good bowling again.
Yes, Srinath has really developed as a bowler. If you take a closer look, he was nowhere near it.
Hasn't got the boundaries top, but he's kept himself busy. That was intended to go towards the mid-wicket. Goes to fine leg, maybe deceiving the fielder at...
Yes, he must have sighted it a little late too, Sanjay, because that's not where it was intended to go.
4 men inside the circle. There is some room, Jeremy Snape. That's the one. Gone over the top. Hasn't got quite the timing that he would have liked, in fact, and that helped of getting the second run. Then go quickly enough to the second run, then go quickly enough to 3.
But at the end, didn't find his boundary. Then the end didn't quite find the boundary. After the last delivery of this,
39 overs have been completed by India. England 218 for 7. A great comeback by India, and with some help from the England batsmen, who started off extremely well. That Trescothick and Knight got off to a flyer. Although Trescothick fell early, it was Nick Knight who carried the innings. 274 with some bold shots in that innings and the nation. So there you are. When India come back, this is what they need to win. 219 runs.
Tendulkar and Sehwag in Chennai in the last game got things off to a stupendous start for India. Extraordinary stuff it was. Darren Gough was one of the men they put under pressure there, and he's going to open the bowling again here in Kanpur as well. He's at the pavilion end. Darren Gough asking the question. And well, that's not the answer they were looking for. Standing keeper Marcus Trescothick down the leg side very, very sharply.
Bad because the umpire's not giving it out. Let's have a closer look at it. Can't really make out from here. Trescothick looked very sure. Darren Gough looked very sure. I think it's hit the bad.
And it's going to be Matthew Hoggart to open the bowling again. From what is prosaically known as the media end at this Green Park Stadium. That's close. England frustrated twice in 2 overs, it seemed that.
Hit the pad. Now that is very, very close. I would say Virendra Sehwag very lucky still to be there.
That's found the gap. It's well placed. Sehwag off the mark with a boundary.
This is what a good player is all about.
That's a good shot. Slow delivery. Tendulkar looked as though he was almost waiting for it. Saw it from hand. Saw it from hand. You can tell by the way he played it. He was going with almost with the spin.
What a great shot that was. Beautifully timed. Look.
Now you really have to concentrate to remember who's batting here, because both men. I don't think Michael Vaughan's going to get that one. He's not even in the same county. 39 without loss now. More runs here. Sprint across the field isn't going to be enough from Paul Collingwood. 2 men from Yorkshire, Darren Gough and Matthew Hoggart. Striving at the end of that last over. Another searing shot from Sachin Tendulkar. Well, they can match each other shot for shot. Virendra Sehwag playing as if beautifully played. Pure timing, pure elegance, pure runs.
Well, just screened it to cover Sachin Tendulkar. What a lovely stroke.
Flintoff is the man taking over the bowling. And in common with everyone else, it's an appeal first ball. And in common with the previous 2 appeals, it's turned out.
Well, that's just clubbed away. And Sehwag.
An unrelenting onslaught by the Indian batsman, carrying the form from the last game, both Sehwag and Tendulkar, and he picks it up so beautifully.
Well, Ben Holliot lost his run the first delivery, stopped, lost it again. tried the bowl and went for 4.
As Ian Botham pointed out, bit of a stutter with the run as he came close to the stump. There it is. But just continue to bowl, and when that happens, this can also happen. A full toss, high full toss, easily put away.
Now, was there an edge?
Fielder clearly suggested that. Oh, surely. Sort of what you wouldn't call a snake. Not one of the easy ones to take, because there was a significant deflection after the ball hit the edge. Nearly got caught there.
Well, it's down there. All it needed was to be helped. Exactly what Sachin Tendulkar's done. Helped himself to 4 more. England.
Shot that he loved most. Delicate touch, played very fine, and you can see there it pleased him.
Here's with Flintoff. Now, hasn't quite got hold of it. So England's got hold of enough of it. Back it to the boundary, and the carnage continues.
It certainly does. The angle by the bowler was created early. Just went with the flow. Not easy to pick up those shots on a low pitch. You need to get to the pitch of the ball.
So another 8.5 runs per over. And there's some more. 4 more. Zarek moves on to 42 now from just 29 deliveries.
Free swing of his arms. Didn't quite bother coming into the line of the ball, which helped with the free flow of the arm. Look at that follow through of the bat, going right back after the ball was met. He's really showing the full flair out here in Kanpur. 8 short of a 50.
Yeah. Well, that's 4 short of 50. Now that's a better shot for me. He's given himself just a little bit of room, and he's hit this on the up.
This is hit on the up slightly, and hit along the ground, and the pitch is not the quickest. And on a slow pitch, to hit a spanking drive straight down the pitch, the fielder had no chance at mid-off. This is excellent cricket. Been an onslaught by India. Look at that, 15 singles.
Well, that's the way to bring your 50 up. Smashed away over mid-wicket. This is 5th 50, one-day internationals.
It was never easy. But Virendra Sehwag has certainly made things simpler for the rest of the batsmen. 51 of 36 balls. Another gem of an innings from Virendra Sehwag. The good thing is taking...
Well, it's going to be 4 more. Drift into the legs, you pay the price.
Out to bat.
And it's just getting more and more painful. 12 from the over, it's 98 without loss. It's going for 4, whether it's off the bat or the pad I'm not quite sure. Umpire says it's the bat.
Who actually picked up Sehwag and Tendulkar in the last match. 4 more to India.
Beautifully played. Sehwag is racing away here. It's 63.
It's fantastic stroke play. Just opening the face, use the bat. There's a huge gap in that area, but as a captain, there's nothing much you can do.
The 10 from the over. Not an advantage for taking the pace of the ball. Not an advantage for taking the pace of the ball. That was that. That was that.
Premeditated shot and actually scooped it behind. Collingwood. Somebody like Collingwood, if he can just keep the line and take the pace off the ball, it goes softer. We'll see more and more of this happening.
Get it, Carl.
Timed pretty well as well. Backward defensive. Timed. Way to straight long on. Two more to the... Well, it's short. We just waited for it. Knew the mid-on was in. Never played.
Didn't square on the onside, but he saw the mid-on fielder Andrew Flintoff go inside the circle very consciously. Played straight down the pitch for another good boundary.
Hey, no bounce at all. All dying. I think from England's point of view, they need more than that. They need wickets.
The course of the Indian...
Well,
He's got it straight to him. Well, it's the end of a wonderful partnership. And it's the end of Virender Sehwag. The blow is just sunk in. As far as the crowd are concerned, there was just that little moment of silence. Now the applause starts.
Well, tactically, that's good work from England. The 82, caught by Hoggoyd, 134 for 1 India.
Sourav Ganguly in at number 3 then. Unable.
Yeah, run it, make him run, great!
He's off the mark and sprinting back for 2. From now on, India can just coast if they want to.
Get it now, get that!
A single for Sachin Tendulkar. But it's 11,000 runs in one-day international cricket. A fantastic record.
Kept it!
Placed away. Nice little high full toss. But placed beautifully. And already, so I can get...
Get it now!
Nice piece of work from Nasser Hussain.
Catch it!
Oh, that's 4. Fine shot. Ganguly.
Hey, still. Just gets the ball straight of mid-off. Just to mid-off's left.
Another superb shot. Takes Tendulkar through to 53. That's straight down the ground as well.
Quite at home, coming forward against medium pace with a big stride. Left leg gets out of the way. Correction, right leg gets out of the way. Just gives him room to free his arms. It's very straight. But technically in the ground.
Still the runs come.
Definitely nothing in the pitch, and it's just medium pace. And if it's medium pace on a length, mid-on and mid-off, inside the circle, they'll tend to lift the ball over the top. That's it, and they'll lift the ball over the top.
Well, Ganguly with the confidence. Do this to
First thing you'll see is an outside leg stump and throw his front leg wide. The back gets his arms through. Middle of the back.
There's no extra bounce, nothing to worry him here. Paul Collingwood goes for 4 again. Supreme stuff from Sachin Tendulkar. It seems that Nasser Hussain can do about it nothing that any of the England bowlers can do about it. So 4 runs from the first ball of 24th over. Now this was what happened at the end of the previous over. Sourav Ganguly could argue defending himself as the ball was thrown very hard by Nasser Hussain. He's got to get back into the ground. And again, a fabulous hit straight down the ground. He's got such a beautiful swing of the bat.
Give himself room to get the arms free, and the bat does the rest. Slow ball, cleverly bowled, and it turned.
Well, he did appear that he's got some semblance of form back because he was striking the ball well. Now 179 for 2.
Dinesh Mongia. Just worked through the onside. Just waited for it. Everything was right there.
To perfection. Not an easy shot to play. Played on the rise, a little roll of the wrist. It was like great roll on that shot. It was almost like a forehand top spin, but played beautifully. Great timing and placement.
And just to follow it up, I'll hit this one on the ground. Beautifully timed. Just length on it. Didn't try and hit it too hard.
It's really important to have good big into the innings, and the boundaries continue to flow.
11 rather to win. Volker's decided it's time for a cup of tea. Ball down the ground, just 6 more required.
Yes, this really is an annihilation of the bowling. Really close it with a 6. And he does!
That'll do, well called. There we go. All the way. Now, according to me, that's the end of the game. The umpires and everyone are still out there, but I believe that you have won this game. There it is. Very well pulled it. And that's exactly the way the game has ended. Dropped, but about 20 yards over the rope. The game is all over. Sachin Tendulkar finishes it in style.
Well, what a way to finish that was. Sachin Tendulkar finishing the match in perfect style, a 6 straight down the ground. And to lose, he stole the bowling figures will not make happy reading for the visitors. Darren Gott 1 for 44 from 6 overs. Matthew Holm none for 38 from 5. Flintoff, who was elation at all there for the England bowlers. Well, not surprisingly, it was Virender Sehwag who was named man of the match for that sparkling knock. Really, today's time.